Alright, so this arena run shows off the new Tiger Whale. This was updated in the previous update, and I actually did not know about this change, but it was recently brought to my attention, and I think it's a pretty interesting change. So before, when you had Tiger Whale, it would always swallow two things, but most of the time you would just like have one thing in front of it so it doesn't actually swallow, and then it would spit out two things. But in the latest patch, they changed it so it only spits out one thing. So Tiger Whale deer, it only spits out one deer, and then the tiger will summon two buses, but you're still missing out on that extra deer spawn. And so, yeah, it was nerfed quite a bit. But it happens that if you actually swallow two things, it will also spit out two things. And not the same thing twice, but it'll spit out each individual unit. So, for example, if you have like eagle and deer, then it'll spit out an eagle and a deer. I know, super complicated, but yeah, that's how it works now, which means you can do some interesting things with it. And yeah, this video is kind of showing that off. They also buffed Turkey, so Turkey is +3/+3. Seeing quite a few summon teams in Arena now, and it's pretty difficult to beat when someone really high rolls a good summon team. But yeah, so as for the actual starts, this is just a custom pack. Got Jellyfish, usually a pretty good tier 3, especially if you have Clownfish. And then got Early Badger. I put Badger in just to try to get some draws. Didn't really work out too well, but I tried my best, I guess. I actually wanted this one. I mean, I don't know if this is a spoiler, but I was hoping this one would go a little bit later. Didn't quite get enough draws early on, and so it ended a bit prematurely. But yeah. Um, so random thing that someone said in the comments yesterday about like Suspiria, because I mentioned that I watched that movie in the previous video and I did not like it, but it has a 93% or something like that on Rotten Tomatoes, which I actually looked it up because I was curious. My favorite movie, I mentioned this I think before, but I don't know, maybe you just haven't seen that video, so I'll just repeat it. But yeah, my favorite movie is The Shawshank Redemption. I looked it up. It's only got a 91% on Rotten Tomatoes. So apparently Suspiria is higher rated than The Shawshank Redemption. That doesn't make any sense to me since I think it's so much better than what that movie was. But you know, movies are very subjective. You know, you can like depending on a lot of different factors. Like I think if you go to the movie theater, probably like it more versus just watching it like I don't know on an airplane or something is gonna make the experience worse. Also, might just depend on your mood. Maybe you're just not feeling it that day. I don't know. There's just and obviously just personal preference. Maybe you don't like relate to the characters or whatever it is. But there's a lot of things that go into it. Yeah, so I guess that's all I have to say about that. So I'm trying to get the whale tier 4, of course. Quick desync error, love to see that. And then I probably will just go straight for. Well, I do actually need something to whale this turn, so maybe I don't want to pill the blobfish. I always just have double pill frozen until turn 9, just because I value getting a blobfish that highly. And I don't usually buy pairs too frequently, and since this is kind of just like a meme run, where I'm really trying to go for one specific build and get everything to level 3. That's really all I care about. There's a lot of failed attempts before this. There's also some successful ones that just weren't that interesting. But yeah, this actually took quite a few attempts. So there's the level 2 whale. Got an early eagle. Love to see that. That's perfect because I didn't actually have anything to whale. And yeah, looking pretty good. This badger didn't really help too much. Only on 3 wins. Let's see. Okay, some to Tiger. So this is a custom pack, so I can pick whatever tier 6s that I want. But unfortunately, Tiger is probably the worst summon. It's a 4/3. That and White Tiger. I don't know if White Tiger is actually in this pack, but those are really not the spawns that you want. Alright, so try to get a good tier 6 here. I could also, so trying to get like a Tiger, maybe a Spino. Uh, yeah, I'm not really sure. And then roll for Turkey, probably. Was thinking about buying a pepper, but decided against it. And kind of a weird spot. I guess I just end up taking blobfish. Alright. I mean, having like a big badger at the back, it should cause a lot of draws. Because hopefully you don't run into something like this, where it's like elephant triceratops and it kind of feeds the elephant. But luckily it was a fairly weak build. And then I got a reindeer out of the eagle. Of course, that's going to be a very helpful spawn in these early rounds. It's probably just going to be useless in the later rounds when it gets one shot through melon. But that was another idea that was suggested by Bard in the Discord that was pretty interesting, which was turkey, tiger, whale, snake, reindeer. So the idea is that the reindeer gets swallowed and then it's spit out at level 3, and tiger snake is behind it, plus it also gets the +9/+9 from the turkey buff. Looks like that Lynx team is just going to absolutely destroy me. Do have to watch out for like dolphin, lynx, that kind of stuff when you going for summons, of course. I don't know if dolphins are actually like more prevalent than before. Because it's a tier 3, you can find it more often and get level ups more easily, but there's not a lot of people that actually keep like a late game dolphin. It's got an okay ability, but there's obviously a lot better. Like croc is certainly just way better than dolphin, I think. All right, interesting swordfish team and leopard, but it spawns a level 3 eagle and I win anyway. My entire team died and I still won just because this level 3 whale. That was beautiful to see. And now, perfect. Exactly what I want to see. I get the tiger in there, and so it's going to swallow the tiger, or the snake and the eagle. But I put a 1-up on the snake, so the snake's going to respawn and there's going to be a tier 6. So hopefully this works out. Unfortunately, the dolphin, actually, I just mentioned that you don't run into a lot of dolphins. Level 2 dolphin with pineapple, pretty scary, but you can see the absolute destruction this caused, and that's the great thing about eagle, is that it can spawn orca. So at any point, you can just get a insane amount of luck to just come back from anything, really. It's amazing. Eagle is so good. All right, now trying to just level stuff up. But yeah, so it's going to spit out... Wait, what does it... It spits out the level 3 snake, but it spits out level 1 eagle, is that right? Okay, unfortunate. The microbe spawn is probably just going to hurt. Oh no, it spits out both things at level 3. Okay, I actually just noticed this, and it spawned a tapir as well. That's an extra feint ability. Love when that happens. Actually, I don't know how many feint abilities. Someone, I think, tried to do the math, and they said that there was like 24 feint abilities for the orca. So if orca would spawn an eagle, it's a 1 out of 24 chance. I'd also be curious to know how many of those actually spawn something versus just have a feint ability, because like microbe, it doesn't spawn anything, is kind of useless, but I hope that like there's plenty in the deck. It's good to see that, yeah, both the eagle and the snake are both level 3, and another win there. Because before it would spawn something that was like level 3 and then something level 1 because the tiger is level 1. But I guess the tiger level just doesn't matter anymore, which I was not paying attention to when I was doing the run. So I was thinking I would level it up anyway. But I guess there's no point in leveling up the tiger. I just learned something watching this back. It looks like I ran into the same person twice in a row. Is the result going to be any different? Got a tapir spawn, and wow, just nope. And also getting the +6/+6. Really a pretty good team there. Level 3 snake, level 3 whale. Kind of fun. There's a whole bunch of things to experiment with this new tiger whale thing. Anyway, thanks for watching. See ya.